Dixie National's been around a long time. This is the 55th annual Sale of Junior Champions. And we built a brand here to the Dixie National. We're proud of it. We're the largest rodeo and livestock show east of the Mississippi River. And we actually are we're the only rodeo that's in the top 60 rodeos nationwide in the National Rodeo program. So we're really proud of what we have right here in Mississippi. And we're going to talk a little bit about the rodeo in a moment. But what we're here to do this morning is to celebrate the reason it all began, and that's our livestock shows, our junior livestock shows. Everyone knows that we have a problem in Mississippi of workforce development and of brain drain and keeping our young people in Mississippi. And I want to suggest to you that this is the best youth development and the best workforce development program in the state of Mississippi. The youth livestock programs, the 4-H and FFA, the great work of Mississippi State University, the extension agents, and the ag teachers out there in every county. And today we celebrate the culmination of their hard work. These are the young people who are our future leaders. You want to see the future of Mississippi, you look at these young people here today. Thousands of them have converged here for this livestock show during the last 2 weeks. And today, the best of the best, we celebrate. We want to talk about that and celebrate that. Everyone knows that agriculture is economic development in Mississippi. Everyone knows that. Agriculture is the state's largest economic driver, #1 economic driver, the largest industry, the largest employer. But the reason I do what I do, and the reason I hope you do what you do, is for the future of Mississippi, the young people that we're here to support today. And so we have so many people we want to recognize. But first I want to thank Dr. Angus Catshot, who's the director of Mississippi State Extension. With him today is Dr. Keith Coble and Dr. Dan Josan with Mississippi State. And they really are our key partners in making sure this is a successful program. So I want to ask Dr. Catshot, if you come up and say a few words, will you welcome Dr. Angus Catshot from Mississippi State.
Thank you, Commissioner. I just want to say that on behalf of Mississippi State University Extension Service, I am thrilled to be here. I will admit firsthand, this is my first Dixie National, my first Sale of Champions, although I've been heavily involved with production agriculture throughout my whole extension career. But I have been here all week, and I have been going to the shows, and I have been visiting the 4-H and FFA kids. And I want to tell you, I cannot express how impressed I am with these young men and women that are here showing animals. You know, as I visited with these kids, what stood out to me this whole week is just a sense of leadership, their ability to communicate. You can tell the responsibility of raising animals has resonated through the way they carry themselves. And they're going to be productive in the workforce as they graduate and move on, because the skills that they have, that they've learned through this, is going to resonate throughout their career. So I just want to say I am extremely excited to be here. I am looking forward to my first sale here shortly, and we will support this at Mississippi State University Extension. I want to thank all of our volunteers, our extension agents, everybody involved in such an important event, and I just can't tell you enough how honored I am to be here, and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Doc. Over 1,200 4-H and FFA members this year that participated, 2,084 head of livestock that came through here, all right here in Mississippi from every corner of our state. There's an outline of the state of Mississippi behind me. Every portion of this state is represented at these livestock shows, young people from every corner of Mississippi. Last year, we had a record year. In fact, we've had 2 back-to-back records for raising funds for our young people. And not only are we selling the highest achieving livestock market animals here today, we're raising funds for scholarships. So there will be very many dozens of young people who are going to receive scholarships. And we want them to know there is a bright future for you in Mississippi. How about you? Are you excited about the future of Mississippi? I want you to know I'm bullish about Mississippi. How about y'all? I'm ready. We want to keep it going that direction. Abigail Dugas, who's the director of Mississippi FFA, when you come up and say a few words, let's give Abigail a huge thank you.
Good morning. My name is Abigail Dugas. I just want to reiterate and say this is also my first Sale of Champions, but our students work hard day in, day out, taking care of their animals, making sure they're show ready, making sure that they have learned everything they can to be the best that they possibly can be, especially at this show. I also want to thank our ag teachers and our extension agents who are with our students just as much as they are with their animals, making sure our kids know everything there is, making sure that their animals are taken care of properly, and teaching our students those opportunities that are available to them and also about how to care for animals. So I just want to thank you all for being here, and we're excited to see how the sale goes this year.
Great. Thank you. Today, 39 scholarships totaling $61,500 will be presented to a variety of young people from every walk of life, every corner of Mississippi. This is a program we want to continue to grow. And one of the ways that we grow it is through the tireless work and volunteer devotion of the Sale of Champions Promotion Committee. I'm pleased to recognize to you Kelly Tucker, who's the chairwoman of the Sale of Champions Promotion Committee. Before she comes, you need to know, the Sale of Champions was established long ago, but it's local business people, community-minded business people in large industry, medium-sized industry, agricultural industry to support these young people. And these are the folks who raise the funds to make today a huge success. We couldn't do it without great leadership. So would you recognize and help me thank Kelly Tucker? Come on up and say it.
Thank you, Commissioner, and thank you all for being here today. My name is Kelly Tucker, and I am serving as this year's chairwoman of the Sale of Junior Champions Promotions Committee. I grew up in the 4-H program and had the opportunity to make it to the Sale of Champions a few years, and so I love being on this side of it, being able to give back to an organization that did so much for me. You know, the Dixie National Junior Roundup Livestock Show culminates with the Sale of Champions. It began in 1970, really to encourage our 4-H and FFA young folks and their livestock programs. It is the goal of the Mississippi youth to have a market animal in the sale today. So it is a big deal that they're here. They had to beat out a lot of folks to make it to the sale today. Participating in these livestock programs teaches so many just life skills, and some mentioned leadership, obviously leadership, how to think critically, how to win and lose with grace and respect, how to problem solve and work as a team. There's just so many things that perhaps when you're in the moment, you don't realize that that's what you're learning, but I can tell you as someone who's been through the program and now in the business community, how grateful I am for the impact that it had on my life. We will have 53 market animals in the sale today. We had 48 last year, we now have 53. These animals, people often ask me, what happens? What goes on at the Sale of Champions? So we will auction off these animals today to the highest bidder. And most of these buyers will then donate the meat from these animals to a variety of charities around the state. So last year we donated over 7,000 pounds of meat to charities, serving over 22,000 meals to Mississippians. Since inception, the Sale of Champions has grossed over $9 million. And Commissioner mentioned this, but last year was a record year at $456,000, and I sure hope we blow it out of the water today. Yeah. A percentage of the sales proceeds goes to fund our scholarship program, and that fund is managed by the Promotions Committee, and we award scholarships to deserving seniors, graduating seniors in the FFA and 4-H programs who did not have an animal in the Sale of Champions. So the committee awarded its first scholarship in 1993 for $1,000. And to date, we've awarded 36 scholarships totaling $1.1 million. At the end of the day, the mission of the Sale of Champions or the Sale of Champions Promotions Committee is to promote the youth in our state. and to support their goals and aspirations for further education in hopes that we will retain their talent back in the workforce in Mississippi. So we're excited to have you all here today. We're excited for the sale today, and just thank you all for being here. I am able to announce and excited to announce that we do have one 4-H, let me check my notes, one 4-H'er and one from the FFA that are going to speak to us today. So I'd like to introduce Connor Kilpatrick from Pontotoc County 4-H and Mallory Duncan from Simpson County Technical Center FFA.
I stand before you today to share with you the profound impact that 4-H and animal projects have had on my life. Over the years, my journey with showing dairy cows has not only enriched my personal growth, but has also shaped my future goals and strengthened my family bonds. Growing up, agriculture and raising livestock are not just hobbies, but integral parts of my family's history. I have fond memories of working on the farm alongside my late grandfather, who instilled in me a deep appreciation for the land and the animals we care for. Those moments spent tending to the animals and cultivating the land are etched into my heart as cherished memories that continue to inspire and guide me. From the financial responsibilities of caring for livestock to the entrepreneurial skills gained through managing expenses and investing profits wisely, my experience with animal projects has taught me invaluable lessons in budgeting, money management, and business acumen. For instance, I've utilized these skills to successfully venture into raising cottage sheep, turning my dairy show premiums into a thriving side business. Other attributes I have gained through my time at 4-H include organization, responsibility, and good sportsmanship. Keeping detailed records of each animal's needs and ensuring their well-being has heightened my sense of commitment and accountability. The competitive aspect of livestock has reinforced ideals of good sportsmanship, teaching me to both win and lose with grace while respecting judges and competitors alike. As I reflect on my experiences, I am profoundly grateful for the enduring passion for agriculture that has been instilled in me. While my career aspirations may lead me elsewhere, the lessons learned and the bonds formed through livestock projects, deeply rooted in my family's history, will forever remain an integral part of my life. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Mallory Duncan and I'm a sophomore in high school and I'm a part of Simpson County FFA. Showing livestock has been a part of my life for 8 years. I have grown up on a farm with my family showing pigs and cattle. Showing livestock has always been a huge part of my life. It teaches me how to work hard, dedication, responsibility, and adversity. Over the years, my family has put 3 animals in the sale champions. In 2022, my brother exhibited the champion Yorkshire Market Hog and the reserve champion Hampshire Market Hog. Recently this year at Dixie National, my sister exhibited the champion Spotted Market Hog and I exhibited the reserve champion Supreme Heifer. The feeling after all the big wins makes all the hard work and bad days at the barn worth it. Showing livestock has impacted my life in so many ways. My family and I have traveled all over the country showing livestock and competing at the national level. My most favorite part about showing livestock is the people and friends that I've met along the way. If I could give any advice to the younger generation behind me, it would be to never give up, have fun whether you win or lose, and cherish all the memories you can. Thank you.
Two great examples of what this is all about. And to our friends in the legislature, I want to thank them for their support. We actually have a group of legislators who have formed their own buying group here. They'll be bidding on animals themselves, and I want to thank them all. And we have an opportunity to do some great things together for the future of Mississippi agriculture. And we could not do what we do in the livestock shows, nor in the Dixie National Rodeo, without our private sector sponsors. And we have a variety of them, and we're thankful for everyone from equipment to, financial services and insurance, and of course Farm Bureau, and all the great sponsors who are supporters, proven not only to talk about it, but they put their money where their mouth is in supporting our young people and supporting these initiatives. We're pleased to have our title sponsor our presenting sponsor of Southern Ag Credit, CEO Philip Morgan here today, and he's allowed us to take the Dixie National to the next level. So Philip, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner, for that kind introduction, and I want to first thank Roy Limmel for allowing us the opportunity to have this sponsorship again. You know, Mississippi farmers are the backbone of our state, and at Southern Ag Credit, we honor their incredible contributions. Southern Ag Credit remains a steadfast partner to our farmers and agriculture producers, providing essential financial support and resources. We understand the challenges faced by agriculture, and our goals are to foster continued growth and sustainability within our rural communities. We're particularly excited to continue Southern Ag Credit's title sponsorship of the Dixie National. This sponsorship goes beyond mere financial commitment. It symbolizes our dedication to preserving our family farm heritage in our state. The Dixie National Rodeo and related events not only serves as a showcase to our rich traditions, but also provides a platform for our families to celebrate their rural way of life. In addition to our sponsorship of the Dixie National Rodeo, Southern Ag Credit takes pride in our continuing support of the 4-H Dixie National Junior Roundup and the Sale of Champion right here this morning. This event recognizes the rewards and exceptional efforts of young Mississippi farmers. The Sale of Champions not only fosters healthy competition, but also provides a valuable avenue for these students to showcase the results of their hard work, their dedication, their innovation, while also contributing to their education. Looking forward to this morning in the rodeo. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're nearing the end of our program, but there's a couple of special guests that came in here, slipped in here. Where are they? Helen and Amanda, when you come up here. They didn't know they were going to be on TV. But y'all, everybody's calling and talking about the wagon train. The wagon trains are rolling to the Dixie National. Here's the lady who started it 44 years ago, the one and only Helen Fleming. 44 years ago, Commissioner Jim Bud Ross called this lady and said, we need a wagon train, and it happened, and it's still happening today.
We want to thank y'all for your support and tell everybody tomorrow to come out and watch. We have rides coming in about lunch today. We have more coming in between 3 and 5 tomorrow. And be very sure you come out to the parade. Rain or shine, we are riding. Come out and support us.
That's right. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Our last guest today is a great partner. Of course, we couldn't do the rodeo without our private rodeo company partners, Harper Morgan Rodeo, and with us today is the head of that great organization, my friend Roy Limmel. This is Roy's second year to be in charge here, and we want to thank you, Roy, for taking the Dixie National Rodeo to the next level. Why don't you come tell them some of the great things folks can expect in 2024. Thank you, Roy.
Thanks, Commissioner. We know the rodeo is going to be good. It's star-studded. You know, we start off with Rocker Steiner, the long-haired hippie kid that comes out of Texas that's on every billboard across America, and the great singers and the specialty acts. We have we got the greatest of all time coming, John Payne, next week. We got a man from Mississippi this week that appears in Major League Baseball and basketball games. The rodeo will be first class, and we know it. But I want to talk about the kids we're going to see here in just a little bit and what they've done for this community and this agriculture. And as the commissioner pointed out, they are our future leaders. And what they do, and I sit over here in October and watch them get up in the morning, and they are bathing their calves, and they are carving their sheep and their goats, and they're trimming them up. And while other kids are staying out late and on their phone, they know what it's like to get up and work in the morning. They know what it's like to make their animals first, because that's how they'll probably make their living someday. They grew up on farms and ranches, and just in my background, I was talking to Jason here, I grew up in 4-H and FFA. My mom's in the Hall of Fame, and what it meant, I grew up 50 miles from a town. And my family were ranchers, and they put me in 4-H, and they shoved me up there in front of a group about like this. My heart was pumping out of my chest, and I was thinking, oh no, this is terrible. What I was doing was building life lessons, and I didn't know it at the time. There was two of the biggest, I would go on, and two of the biggest rodeo companies in the world was Harper Morgan Rodeo, and in another branch called World's Toughest Rodeo. And I didn't know it, I was just a kid at 4-H rodeo and showed livestock. Well, now I own both them companies, and I would have never, ever done that without my mom pushing me up there through 4-H and on into high school with FFA. So get your checkbooks out. And I will tell you this, when you go there and you watch this sale, them kids will want to buy a Ford truck from Cliff. They're going to have to go to Philip and get a loan. But I will tell you this, I'll bet you 99.9 pay it all back because of this great leadership. So Commissioner, thank you. See you at the rodeo, see you at the sale.
We have an opportunity here to recognize that, and everyone seems to recognize Mississippi's greatest challenge at this moment in history is workforce development and getting more young people involved in the workforce. And I want to suggest to you, I'm not going to suggest it, I'm going to tell you, agriculture and these programs are the solution to that problem. And the state of Mississippi and our legislators are invited to invest and continue to invest in our 4-H and FFA programs, and this is the way we do it right here today. And I want to thank you all for your support. We're going to have a great day. And let's give our young people, this is what this is all about, our 4-H and FFA youth livestock exhibitors, give them one more huge round of applause. That being said, I'll take any questions if you have any. If not, we got an auction, we got a sale to get to. Let's get her done. Thank you.